as a serpent and gentle as a dove. Matthew chapter 10 verse 16. This is a famous quote of Bible. And yes, today we are going to talk about the other side of compassion, and it is going to be a continuation episode. A few episodes before we have talked about compassion, how we need to be gentle and how to react, respond and things like those. And today we are going to talk about little more about that. So yes, Reshma here, welcoming all of you my dear friends with a big heart filled with lots and lots of love. So yes, in the last few weeks since that post was posted, that video was posted, I got a lot of queries from many of my friends, and they had been asking me, Reshma, in that episode you had been talking about compassion, you had been talking about responding, not reacting, things like that. But don't you think it is very copybook? Don't you think it is very much theory? In real life, how is it possible? Because there are so many times, so many instances when actually it is not possible to be gentle, to be calm and to respond and not react. It's not possible. So how you do say that? So yes, my dear friends, I completely agree with this view of yours. And in the previous post that I said or talked about, about responding and not reacting, this is just one side of the coin. When we talk about reaction, response, etc., being compassionate, being loving, being caring, they are all one side of the coin. The other side is in real life, every time we cannot behave and be that goody boy or that goody girl. It's not possible. How we react, how we respond depends a whole lot on who the persons or the situations around us are. And according to the intensity of it, we have to change what we want to, means how we behave or how we react. Because as we say, and how I understand personally, life comes with its own variables. So we cannot get fixated and conditioned with just only one thing about compassion, about love, responding. No, it's absolutely not like that. There is a other side to it, and both the sides make it, bring it together. So the thing is, even Jesus in this famous quote of Matthew said that be wise as a serpent and harmless or gentle as a dove. That means there is no harm being a serpent. There is no harm being a monster. The thing is, in real life, you see, we all are so much fond of rabbits, right? Even I love those rabbits. Whenever I see those rabbits, I always feel like, going to them, cuddling them, those, white or black or brown furry balls with those red eyes. It just looks so beautiful. Even the other members of that family, what is called the guinea pigs, and there is another one also, I just forgot, hamster. Yes, hamster, guinea pigs, they all belong to that rabbit family, and they look so cute, so beautiful, that whenever whoever see them, we want to go touch, cuddle, etc. And the thing is, they also cannot resist, even though I'm sure they don't like being touched, they don't like being cuddled, I'm sure they don't. But they cannot say anything. Even you see, for all the scientific experiments, etc., they always make the guinea pigs and the hamsters as, the party who will be taking for these experiments in the laboratories, right? Because they cannot protest. They are so soft, so cuddly, and they just give their life for these things without being able to raise their voice in protest, or in this case, respond or react. On the other hand, let's take the king of the jungle, the lion and the tiger. Even we love the lion and the tiger. Whenever we look them, in the forest, in their arenas, we get enamored with them. We are in awe like that, wow, and things like that. But do we dare go near to them and touch them? Oh no, my lion, I want to touch you, I want to cuddle you. I don't think one of us do have this wildest thought also in our head that, oh my dear tiger, I want to touch you, I want to cuddle you. No, I don't think any man with senses will think also doing this. because we know if we try to, what is in our fate, we are just going to be completely destroyed. So the thing is, yes, lions and tigers are something towards whom we look in awe, with respect. And I say that if you want to be something, be that lion and be that tiger. Command that respect, that nobody will dare touch you and cross your line. And the thing is, in order to get that respect, you have to work hard like a lion and a tiger. You see the rabbits, you see the hamsters, they are being fed. Whereas you see the lion and the tiger, they do not need to be fed. They just go, they catch what they want. And that is the difference. Means if you want to get that respect, you have to command that respect, you have to earn that respect. So be that lion and be that tiger. Means be that monster. I always say we have to keep the monster within us alive. I reiterate, keep the monsters within us alive. That's what is also very much needed. And see, I would like to share with you. You go to the temples of Shaolin, you go to the Buddhist monasteries in Tibet, in Nepal, in the remotest areas of India. You will see one thing in common. Even when I visited so many monasteries in my life in the remotest of the areas, the first thing that I got surprised was these small boys. They come to adorn this priesthood, the monkhood. The small boys, all these small 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, like those. All their head are shaved, bald head, wearing these robes, etc. And what I used to see in the morning, that they are being given the lesson in the martial art. Yes, when they come for their first training session to become a monk, when they are small kids in the temples of Shaolin, in the Buddhist monasteries, etc., the first lesson that they get is in martial art. So, is it not very much contradictory with the religion, with Buddhism, with any kind of religion, so as to say? Because on one side, these spiritualisms are teaching us love and compassion. So the question obviously comes and arises, then how? It is the first lesson they are teaching these small kids in martial art. Yes, it is very relevant, because every spiritualism, every religion also talks about another important thing: for protection, for preservation. They just do not talk about love and compassion. Because when our very survival is questioned, when we are being humiliated, when we are being tortured unnecessarily without our fault, we cannot always respond. There are times we have to react. You see so many gods and goddesses in our own Hinduism also. We talk about Mother Durga, the goddess Durga. Her Vahan, or Vahan is the word which in English roughly translating becomes the carrier. You see goddess Durga with her 10 hands. She comes on a lion as her carrier. You look to other forms of goddess Durga, then her carriers at times becomes a tiger. You look to so many other gods. You look to Narayan or the Vishnu. His carrier is that huge serpent, the giant serpent upon which he sits. And in this way, if you look, again you see Shiva, the destroyer. Vishnu is the creator, Shiva is the destroyer. He is so much fond of, that serpent which is always so very pet to him. So the thing is, even you look to the Chinese mythologies, there those dragons, puffing those fire, venting those fire, they comes all around. So the question doesn't arises then in that case, when these gods and goddesses are there as the protection around, so how they have these monsters as their Vahan? The thing here is, the monsters are here, are the protectors. Monsters doesn't mean evil. Monsters at times are very much important for destruction, so that protection can be done. Evils has to be destroyed so that innocence, simplicity can be protected. And for this, a rabbit cannot come in handy, or a guinea pig, or somebody like that. It is that time the serpents, the lions, the tigers, the dragons, they comes in handy, because they are the monsters, they are the beasts. They have that power, that intensity, that potential, that they can destroy the stuffs in order to create that balance, that sanctity, that innocence, and having, that balance which has to be there. So I guess, my dear friends, you already have understood. Love and compassion and response is one side of the coin, but along with it, you must have to have that monster alive in your heart, so that whenever you comes across those kind of situation that demands, you have to bring the beast outside, so that nobody dare to touch you. And they must know where is their limit, where is that edge, and they must be aware that if they cross, what is awaiting for them. So yes, depending on the situation, you have to, change how your way, or what the weapon it should be. So, my dear friends, this is what I have learned in my little life, in my own journey and experience. So yes, you should not always be reacting. Also, nor you should always be responding. What you will be doing entirely depends upon the situation, the people, the occasion, and whatever it is. Then use your discretion. But the point is, keep the power within yourself alive. Keep the beast and the monster within yourself alive, so that if necessity comes, it is not just for your own protection. You can use that power in order to protect whoever requires your help, your protection, your guidance. So yes, my dear friends, today with this little thought, I would like to wrap this up, and I wish all of you a happy time. Let's be gentle towards each other. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you so much.